Colin laughing on the phone, and he said, "Oh, Sean called. Moped won't start. Gonna be late."
Please tell me you just left it there.
I at first I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
what
like,
the
yeah,
hell
his
is going
moped
on?
won't start. He's gonna be late.
Matter of
Be
fact,
late. I was just like, I thought he works from home. Pretty rough
It
circumstance.
doesn't change that the moped wouldn't start.
Jesse, my wife is actually sick, and she had the same like start path I think that you did,
Mm.
and I had a late meeting. It was a day, and so I had this late meeting, and afterwards I was like, what can I get you to eat? And we went through this whole thing, and eventually it kind of landed that she wanted this bowl place that's very close to the house. Like I should probably walk, and I was like, I'm gonna moped down there because it's so close that like,
Yeah.
it'll take 2
Why not?
minutes. It'll be great, and then I won't have to deal with parking. Like it's not like there's never parking down there, but it's a busy-ish street, so there's times where it's a little tricky to park, and I can't imagine driving 4 blocks to park 2 blocks away from the place. You know what I mean, right? So I'm like, I'll just ride the moped.
But as a petrol head, you have to take some sort of petrol device.
Right.
I honestly
got a new bike.
I would have walked if I had 20 minutes, but I had 10. So
So it's our fault.
How fast is your new bike?
It's faster than my moped, I think. But and it doesn't need to start, so that I probably should have done that. Less cargo capacity. Anyways, I went to start the moped. Front tire was a little low, so I pumped her up. Went to start it, no go, and so I hit it with some brake clean in the carb, and I got a couple fires, and then nothing. So who knows? It's been sitting for 3 or 4 months. So.
So you 100% have crystallized carburetor fuel.
Yeah, something like that. I don't even know if I've ever even cleaned the carb on the thing. This happens like yearly when I pull it out of hibernation if it's been sitting for a while, and then it just starts.
Back.
Eventually,
yeah.
Eventually, like I probably kind of flooded it with brake fluid brake cleaner because I was in a hurry.
So you clean the carb.
Come on,
exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's
a carb
sit
for a little bit.
It'll
sit for a little bit, and then
I don't think
either tomorrow or 2 months from now when I go to try to start it again, it'll probably start.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, you loosened everything up with all that brake clean.
That's right. I took the car, I got down there, and I found a parking spot, and so it worked out beautifully.
Oh, good.
You guys had enough tech issues that I could eat my food while we got started.
What car? Great. What car did you take though?
Audi, because
Oh yeah, that's right.
Comfy, available.
Mm-hmm.
No procedure to start it.
Yeah,
there's no question that it might also not start.
Well, yeah, exactly. There is, but
I was gonna say
it's still an Audi. You're right.
Yeah, it's an Audi.
Could have an issue.
I've been jump starting my Land Cruiser for the past month because I don't drive it enough to keep a charge on the almost dead battery. So basically, it's just like I pop the hood, I hit the little smart switch, and I start the truck, and that's it. So that would have taken me extra time. And then, of course, the bug is the bug.
I have to go through and do Miles's dirt bike before the season starts because he's been itching to go ride. And then I bought a TTR 90 to have a little pit bike run around for me to ride because it's his next bike, which will be great. I bought it from Oliver, actually.
Okay.
So it was very cheap. And I know the level of maintenance it's had is none. It has been jumped and dropped off a truck.
Why makes you say that?
Because he told me. He says,
at least he was honest.
I was like, when was the last time you did an oil change on this? He goes, I don't know. I think I've had it for like 4 or 5 years. And I was like, well, that's not an answer. And he's like, oh, well, I haven't done one in that time.
It is an answer.
I was
it's
like,
just not to the question you asked.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
basically, his maintenance is if it breaks, I will improve it.
Yeah, it'll get better. Mm-hmm. No, and that's kind of what.
Anything in between,
not a bad model.
Not so much.
He's like, he was waiting, and then he was going to do a big bore on it if it needed anything. And I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do an oil change if you could just
proving the point right
buy
there.
a big bore kit?
Yeah.
So I got new stickers for that. I'm going to change the oil in it and clean it all up and get it ready. Because
did you lead with stickers? Is that what you just did?
Yeah, I bought stickers first.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
Okay, cool.
That That's the only way you can get a dirty, used old dirt bike and then make it look cool right off the bat.
Hey, Mike, have you done an oil change on that thing? Well, I
not
bought
yet.
stickers.
Yeah, I got.
I
It
haven't
cleaned it
ridden it
up
anywhere yet
in
either.
one way.
So, because Haley's gonna ride it around like when we go to the Alvord and stuff, and I'll bring my bike and Miles's bike and her bike now, and that'll be a fun setup. But to make her excited about it, I got the it's like Mexican blanket themed stickers, which is pretty cool. It's their Baja inspired sticker kit for the TTR. So I'm very excited about that. Get it cleaned up, and then I just put tires and got better bark busters and fixed the throttle stuff on my bike. So it is good.
I thought this was the TTR. I was gonna ask if you got upsold on tires for that too.
No. No. TTR.
Have you ridden your bike since the new tires? You were talking
no.
about them last time.
I have not. I've rode it back from where I got them. It's been like as soon as I was like, it's so nice, we should ride. Got the tires done, got it all done up so that it works correctly now. Because my throttle used to stick real bad, which was cool if you wanted it to be kind of like a,
cruise control.
But it wasn't cool because you don't ever want that to happen all the time.
That's like a brand new motorcycle. What happened?
It was my fault.
Oh.
I put some bark busters on there, and they weren't exactly the right ones for this rig, and so I kind of bent them into place, but I had everything set up well enough. And then when I put it back together, because I put some decent bars on it and did some other stuff after the first time I crashed it. The bars bent right away, so I was like, we're gonna get some aluminum bars and they'll be nice. But the bark busters I had kind of like a fit in place end cap that didn't fit over under my throttle tube, and so it kind of just always rubbed. And I tried to make some space and tried to cut it out and tried to do this and that, and it just never worked right. So I just got rid of them and bought real ones. To be fair, I did buy them for $11 off of Temu, and I ran them for 6 months, almost a year worth of riding. So,
got your money's worth.
I bought some real ones, and they're on their way. Yeah, I'm excited to see how a better front tire does, because that's been my biggest problem with it, is I don't ride it because I'm afraid the front tire is going to kill me. And it's tried. That's why I had to get new bars. But yeah, so I did that. I fixed I think, I'm going to knock on wood, I think I fixed the Jeep brakes problem. I don't know if I've talked about that much on here, but my Jeep, when I go back and forward between park and neutral, or park and reverse, and really shifting any gears back and forth, turning, doing a lot of stuff that we would do when we're on the rocks trying to get through an obstacle, sometimes my brakes will just go away. Completely. Like nothing there, foot to the floor, pump them up, they kind of come back and everything's okay. But turns out my brake booster one-way valve had a really big, terrible like O-ring on the side of it that was just like hard plastic, super cracked, super open. And so even though the one-way valve wouldn't let vacuum out of the brake booster under those low vacuum situations, the air was just seeping around the outside of the gasket. And so I replaced that, and now I've had good brakes, which I'm really excited about, because some of these places that I've been putting the Jeep, when the brakes go away, there are trees behind me, and I have...
Oh, you mean
really
like me and the Range Rover the first time I took it out?
Yeah.
On that one?
Yep, that one.
So maybe I have the same problem, because I also, when it's
sometimes goes
low
away.
RPM and switching between reverse and forward or whatever, it's very soft and doesn't seem like it wants to stop.
Yeah, so that was a 14 cents fix, because
an operational e-brake would also have been handy. I could have utilized that.
I don't have one of those either.
Bit. So yeah, that's another thing I get to tackle as well.
I don't have one of those, but I do have an operational parking pole. So
I don't have one of those.
Yeah. The 8.8, there's like you buy the right stuff off a WJ or a ZJ, and it'll connect to the XJ stuff, and then the 8.8, then you can have emergency brake again. But I just haven't done any of that. Seems like you should, but I haven't.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
On mine eventually.
I probably won't.
I have other fish to fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you at there, Colin?
Well, let's see. If I was to go over all of the things, I got the high angle. I ended up breaking down and getting the high angle ball joint, just because of simplicity, rather than like reinventing the wheel for this one joint that is, not on ideal arms and all of that. I just went with the best I can do far as stock goes. I had to cut off the top part of the mount that it mounts onto the axle because I could not get it flat enough, even with using my winch down underneath the car, like underneath the axles, back up to it with the broken ball joint in there and like pulling on it to try and force it down.
Still nothing.
It would not bend. This thing is, it's got to be, it's at least 3/16. It's thicker. It's probably thicker than that, actually. It's probably around 1/4 inch thick, like steel. So it was not bending at all. So I cut it off, brought it in here to the shop, and used the press
to flatten
it on the press. And I got it pretty close. It still has like a little bit in it, but it's like, it's minimal compared to what it was, obviously.
Well, and it's a ball joint, so it's never going to be in the perfect position ever because it's always doing something anyway.
The less flat it is, the less angle I get to use.
Yeah.
So, I got that back home, welded it on, installed the ball joint, and as in the process of doing all this, I found that my rear shocks were shorter than they should be. Let's just put it that way. My rear shocks, I was basically, when I was out in it or when I was jacking it up from like the slider or whatever, I was noticing that it's like, man, this thing doesn't want to droop nearly as much as I know it should be able to.
Right.
And so I unbolted, because it's just a pin mount on the bottom of the shock. I just undid the nut and jacked it back up again, and sure enough, like, that thing can flex way past. Like, I can dislocate 3-inch springs like 5-6 inches from their mounts.
So it's gonna be like the front of my Jeep. You're gonna start to spring bouncing as well.
Yeah. So what I was going to do was, also in this process, I found out that I did in fact bend the pins on the shocks when the axle rolled too far forward. Not bad, but they're bent. So I was like, okay, well, there's 2 reasons to replace these shocks.
Yeah.
I found the part number on them. They're actually only for a 2-inch lift. It has 3-inch springs. So this already doesn't add up, obviously. So I was going to buy matching shocks that I have in the front because it's got 7100s in the front. I was like, oh, it'd be nice to upgrade to have matching shocks, and I wasn't worried about the price or anything like that. It's just that it changes the mount style. So it would change it to be an eye to eye rather than a eye to pin, basically. Yep. And in the process of like measuring and figuring out how long I would want them and yada, 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 I came across a set of 5100s sitting in my garage that I took off my last Range Rover, which was not a classic. It was the L322. And I went, I wonder if those are the right length. And as it turns out, they are. And they're the same and they're the same mount style. They're a eye top and pin bottom.
That's crazy.
Totally lucked out on that.
That's great.
The only difference was the top, the eye bushing is too small. So the upper mount on the Range Rovers is like, it bolts onto the frame, and then it's a giant, it's a 3/4 inch pin that sticks out. So the bushing is supposed to go over the pin basically. And on those Bilsteins, they're, for like a 1/2 inch bolt or some crap, like it's not like they're not super big. So I went and spent $24 on a 3/4 inch drill bit. And I drilled those fucking bushings out. Stuck them suckers on there. And now the back flexes much more in line with what I thought that it should flex. So my front, I can dislocate the front springs by about 2 inches, and the back I can dislocate those springs by 3.5 or 3.25 inches. So it's so pretty good. So now I got to figure out getting the springs to stay in place.
Now, honestly, that's good news too, because you would have had that high angle ball joint, and it wouldn't have even. It would have been the same.
Worthless. Yeah,
you wouldn't have got to it.
I wasn't even getting to
the low angle. Yeah.
Of it. Yeah. So, but yeah, basically what I found out in all that is like the rear can and the front too, because the front they're limited. It's limited by the shock that's in it. Right. So the front still could flex more than it does, even though it's fairly decent, and the back could go a ton. The only thing I was worried about with like getting something crazy long is because it pulls that whatever side's drooping, it pulls forward. Yeah. My drive shaft isn't centered. Drive shaft is offset to the passenger side.
Mm-hmm.
So my concern was if it can flex too much on the passenger side, I could jam my drive shaft and cause a bind there. So I went modest and only allowed it to dislocate 3.5 inches. But
reasonable.
I have a driveline vibration. I haven't figured out if it's the driveline. I got a weird suggestion today from a fellow Land Rover guy about if it's the pinion flange maybe got bent,
got a little womp
slightly because of how it got pulled. I don't know how likely that is, considering how much stuff there is to bend in between. That.
And really, like, that would be a press again. So that would like be it shoving way forward and bending that flange. Because if it's coming out, it's just separating the drive shaft. So unless you were moving fast enough that it hit something and then bent it, but you weren't. Yeah. It just kind of flopped around a little bit. But even then, the drive shaft didn't seem to flop around that much to bend anything.
I've got half the mind to, since I have the drive shaft out, because I was just going to take it into new house to have them look at it.
Yeah.
I have half the mind to, even though it was built by a Drivline place, to phase it incorrectly and see
if it works.
If it still vibrates. Because when it's phased correctly, it does. And I wouldn't think that a drive shaft place would phase a drive shaft incorrectly when they built it.
To be fair,
but
your shocks
could have been popped apart too.
And yeah.
It's possible this has happened before in a way, and they got put back together too.
Yeah. So since it's it's a total of 8 nuts and 10 minutes of my time, I'm thinking I'll probably phase it incorrectly
every couple of teeth,
and then well, because you want the actual ball joints or the ends of the U joints to match up in some fashion.
Well, I would normally agree, but it's currently doesn't work.
Well,
so try.
If it doesn't get any better with them lined up, it's not going to be better with them not lined up. So, so I'll try it and just see what it does. But when it's not in there, I can drive it in front wheel drive and it's smooth, no issues. So I'm fairly certain it's drive shaft because, like you said, I wasn't going at speed. I was not heavy throttle. I really doubt that there's something beyond the drive shaft, like in the rear axle or something, that is an issue. So
yeah, and it was that joint that failed. It wasn't like you broke a drive shaft or an axle shaft. It wasn't like you broke a pinion, anything. It's none of that stuff did anything weird.
Nope.
So no, it really should.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. I improved my rear suspension while while fixing it. So
That's good.
Yeah.
I keep looking at mine and going, I need to move my shackle placement because now I have the drawers in the back and the ass end sags a little bit. I have that like 9-bolt option shackle mount in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could just move it forward one and it would lift the rear end up just a little bit and the shackle would be a little further away and it wouldn't bump when I hit bumps and go into the. I just haven't. I got a Volkswagen in the garage taking up all my space. So I don't have room to put the Jeep in.
I do all my work in the driveway, bud.
I know.
No excuses.
My
driveway's not flat either, so.
Well, mine's not either.
Yeah, your driveway's not flat?
Yeah. Mine's not as bad as Jesse's, but it's a hell of a lot worse than yours.
Yeah, mine's not bad, but it's not flat.
I almost have a flat spot in the alley behind my garage because my car doesn't fit in the garage. So,
well, what you do, Sean, is you pull over the ditch, so then you've got a pit to work in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've thought
That's
about digging a pit.
I do when I load the back of it for like camping, I'll park on my neighbor's like driveway, which is like 2 feet lower than mine.
Yeah.
And the front is down on the next neighbor's part of the driveway. So the whole thing is just kind of like this nice little angle.
Start rolling things into the rig and it just falls into place.
Grab a piece of plywood, set it on the tailgate, and just start rolling shit in.
Roll everything in there.
Yeah. That would make life much easier. Instead, as I'm sure you guys all know, it's 1,700 trips with one item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And opening and closing and opening and closing and opening.
Well, because you got to make sure that item goes into the place it's supposed to go, and then you have to close everything up so that nothing gets stolen.
Yeah. But then there might be a better place for it once you get the next thing.
I know, and then you have to undo it and then do the other part. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I started watching last night the have you ever seen the Aussie Arvos channel on YouTube?
I know of them, but I don't watch them.
They're like a couple of younger guys. I don't want to say kids. I mean, they're kids, but like brothers.
Those kids.
And I started watching them through the King Chrome build challenge thing, and I've seen a couple.
That's basically how
one of them's got one of them's got a really cool patrol. The other one's got an 80, and the 80's all right. He just redid it, and it's pretty cool.
That's the real reason.
But he's like,
Sean watches.
Oh yeah, of course. He's redoing his.
He likes to look in the mirror.
12-volt system. Yeah, and it got me thinking, like, oh man, I want to do that. And then I was like, I don't want to do that right now. Everything works. Why would I? Why would I do that?
Mess with success.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Jeep. The only thing that was like broken dangerously is the brakes, and I fixed that with the little gasket thing. And I was like, it's probably fine for a while. I have a winch in the garage just sitting there ready to go on.
Yeah,
I got some suspension stuff I need to check out because I was looking at it, and you know how my springs are kind of C-shaped?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
ooh,
they elongated the upper mount so like with a drill bit or something multiple times to allow the front axle to roll forward a little bit before they tightened it down. So, because the 3-link, kind of.
Yeah, because everybody likes positive caster.
Well, I'm wondering if it wasn't done to stop it from having like some sort of death wobble issue. So I'm going to try and put it back, and I'm probably going to put a washer on it. And if it seems fine when I move it back a little bit and the springs look better, if everything drives fine, then I'll weld that washer in place so that it becomes permanently mounted. Luckily, it only has one upper link, so I can adjust the heck out of it, and I don't have to try and match another side or anything.
Yeah.
But
well, the upper link is for your pinion angle, though.
Yeah, but it's got all kinds of room up there. It's like dead nut straight, and it's got a
I just mean
sweater
for moving back and forth.
I know, but
it's not for moving back and forth. It's for pinion.
Well, but it's
mostly.
Right, but I'm talking about for a caster to try and get it straight up so my springs are better lined up. So we'll see. But I'm not going to do it until something else goes wrong enough that I have to get further in there.
Yeah, wait till a mount rips off and pulls the drive shaft apart, and then
I can go fix it.
You can go and you can fix things.
Maybe I'll cut off that upper arm and do something adjustable,
Mm-hmm.
so that way I can fine tune it.
Yeah,
there you go.
And then I don't just have to have an oval.
What about Jesse? Did Jesse have any lovely Raw Dog updates, or I guess, or Toyota updates, or 100 series updates. Jesus, how many Toyotas do you have?
2. 3.
How many rigs do
I
you
got
have?
3 now.
Yeah, you have that two-wheel
yeah.
drive, don't you? Yeah.
I got the 2-wheel drive.
How many
in the
rigs are you
garage.
fixing right now?
Yeah, tell us what's going on with the two-wheel drive. You were working on that last time I talked to you.
Yeah, 2-wheel drive hasn't made much progress. I gotta finish the steering linkage. I got all the parts for it. Gotta do it, and I've been going through and like once every 2 days, just spraying everything with some ATF, and so it's half ATF, half acetone,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that when I go to take it off, I'm not fighting it.
Mm-hmm. Quick side note to that. Has anybody seen the Australian brand of stuff for that? Like their
No.
WD-40s and whatnot? I absolutely love it. I wish we had it here. It's literally called Shift Ya Bastard.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Shift Ya Bastard is a great moniker.
That's a solid one.
They have a line of products, and I'm gonna look it up real quick so I can get all the names because they're all
They're really
in
solid.
that
Multi-purpose
in
lube
that
spray.
vein. It's great.
I just watched the Project Farm guy do the best brake clean, and then I went back and watched the best like brake free. You know who the Project Farm guy is, right?
No, but
So-
best brake clean?
Yeah. So he
The
goes
cheapest
through it.
brake clean.
No, he's a tester.
the best.
Honestly-
that is the best.
Honestly, not
The
true.
kind you buy by
Whatever's
the
on
case.
sale.
Honestly, not true. Because
I've used. I'm not gonna. This guy is obviously doing the science, and I appreciate
he's doing
that.
the
But
Lord's
I've
work.
used a lot of brake clean. I know that we all have, but I've used a lot of brake clean, and I can't tell you that I've ever noticed a difference.
Turns out you have to buy $12 a can Hermetex brake clean.
I've never bought that. So then,
But
Here we
yeah,
go.
and so that's the price per ounce is the best because it's like a heavier can. It has more in it. But also, it is the only
I
one
just
that's
buy
almost
mine by the 5-gallon jug. I don't know
well,
about you
the
guys.
chlorinated
That
stuff
sweet
works
setup.
really well, and then the Permatex works the same as the chlorinated stuff, but it's non-chlorinated, and then everything else is kind of shit.
Degrees, you bastard. Start, you bastard. And shift, you
Start, you
bastard.
I like start, you bastard.
So good, man.
Oh,
Like,
man.
That's
it's
solid.
absolutely ingenious right there.
I love it.
So it's Nulon, which I don't know that we get these products here, but Sean, maybe
never
you
seen that
can
before.
get these stateside somehow with
You want me
your
to
connections.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can't.
bring some in.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring
Can
some
we
in
start
with
a
your
campaign?
connections. We can be the stateside rep
This-
for the Nulon. Shift, you bastard.
They can. Yeah, they can
This
sponsor
feels
the
like-
podcast. Yeah.
That'd be great. We could just make
Well-
them a sponsor for fun. I mean, we're just hey,
Yeah.
the news today is brought to you by Nuon. Shift you bastard, and then move on.
Well, we could start a campaign called "Got It For You, You Bastard."
Yeah.
Yeah, I that reminds me of like Euro Volkswagen guys being confused as to why you would want Euro parts. I could imagine that conversation with an Australian being like, "Hey, I want some of this stuff. It's like we don't get it here," and they'd be like, "What? Why?" It'd be like someone saying, "Hey, could you ship me some WD-40?" I'd be like, "What? I guess."
Do you want it
WD-40
that
is very
bad?
popular
I might-
in Australia.
I might not
Side
be
fact.
able to ship that, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's a big market.
It's one of the main title sponsors of the Mighty Car Mods guys.
Okay.
That's too bad. They should really switch over to the Nulon line.
I'm sure they would.
That's right.
They like to support Australia. So,
I
love
can't
that.
believe how many subscribers Project Farm has, and
yeah.
I don't want to blow this guy up and say anything bad about him, but I'm just kind of looking at the previews for these, and I cannot believe that he's got this kind of following.
He has a cult following. He does all kinds of stuff. He buys it
The
all
internet is
himself.
such a
and
weird
tests it all
place.
himself. Like he does everything from the best chainsaw to the best degreaser to the best like starting fluid, best spark plugs. Like he's got one for everything. Best weed whacker. He did winches once.
Air fryer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He does vacuum cleaners, leaf blowers. Like this guy has done one of everything.
The last wall charger you'll ever need. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Never given that any thought, but good for him. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he hasn't done everything because he still has a channel.
Well,
so
good point.
But if he hasn't done it, you just send it to him like as a suggestion, and he probably will.
I'm trying to think of ridiculous premises that we could give him that he wouldn't do.
I think like shy of it being illegal, illicit, or somehow dealing with items that may or may not be fit for human consumption. I'm pretty confident he would probably do it. I think he did like best office chair or something similar. Like this guy is getting after it.
Just got to have a wide spread of things. As soon as you get that view.
Mm-hmm. Now you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
Now that you know about him, though, if you are looking at something in a store or something, you're like, I wonder which one of these is better. I bet he knows.
I gotta watch some of these videos to like understand if I trust his opinion, though.
Ooh,
that's the problem.
That's true.
And I don't want to do that.
You also have to have a trusted source.
To be fair to him, he is well organized, but also like just a dude. He has no scientific background. He's just a guy in his garage. He goes, I kind of liked when I bought this, but then I went and used my buddies, and it's way better. And so I felt like I should get a better one, and so then I wanted to figure out which one of these is the best. And he does like he'll put like a 5-pound weight on a paper towel and then like slide it across the paper towel, and that paper towel is a little more beat up than the other one. This paper towel looks like it did a little bit better. And he's like, these are all subjective because I'm scraping a paper towel with a 5-pound weight. But to me, I think that
these tests as I go.
That one's a little better.
That's funny. I've watched, what is it? Is it Torque Test Channel?
Yes. I watched that.
Like they like they'll do like, tests. They'll like basically, essentially like dyno and impact. Which is pretty cool. But some of them, they're like super techy. And so sometimes I'm like, I don't know that I need to watch that. And to be fair, I've probably watched 4 episodes over the last 2 years. So
the only impact tests I've watched is when they battle them.
Oh yeah, the verses.
They use the
zip ties and
zip tie the trigger down, and they've got the like
just flop it around on the ground.
Quarter drive or whatever, fucking half drive to half drive extension to attach the two of them. Yeah. All right, which one?
And they just like throw it into the middle of a room, or
That's the kind of testing. That sounds fun.
Those are great.
Oh, they're great.
Huh. All right, cool. We're learning all sorts of stuff today.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, speaking of news, Sean, do you have any news?
I got 2 pieces of news. We haven't podcasted for a couple of weeks, and I still didn't really find much. But first one that I'll bring up here. These are actually not even news as much as they are entertainment pieces. We'll say.
This one, entertainment.
Yeah. Someone figured out that
our our tags.
Oh yeah.
On the internet, were news and entertainment.
Yeah, we used to be news.
Well, someone figured out that the Toyota Trail Hunter snorkel is not a snorkel. It's not sealed.
I love the title of this article.
It is a dust. It is I forgot they call it like a high flow dust intake or anti-dust intake. And then
so it's not fully sealed.
No, the author of this article did something that I thought, high mount air intake. But they did this plot twist. The TRD Pro, which is meant for going fast over unpaved earth, whereas the Trail Hunter is meant for going slow on unpaved earth, does not have a high mount air intake, which was kind of funny. But
just goes to show you functionality versus looks. That's how we ended up with a Whittle Watter.
Yeah,
I wonder a little bit if, what if maybe it is like usable, but it's not like they won't stake a warranty on it, maybe, because
Yeah.
I just read a thing that the Grenadier has the same thing. They won't call it a snorkel because it's possible for it to ingest water. But they also had the journalists testing the new ones in like 34-inch deep water.
Mhm.
So I'm like, it seems to me that you are trying to cover your ass, maybe. That if
And-
you call it a snorkel, maybe,
Yeah.
if someone ingests
Yeah,
water, then all of a sudden the manufacturer's at fault.
I want to say Land Rover does the same thing with the Defender, because the Defender has a high mount air intake, but I don't think they call it a snorkel, but they do like sell you on the our wading depth is
Waterfording
34
is, yeah.
inches or whatever it is.
I think that might be it. I read that article and didn't mention that, but like the more that I was going along, I was like, I wonder if this is maybe what's going on. Fun fact, I saw a new Defender with a snorkel for the first time, I think, or I've never noticed one with one the other day. Just a bone stock, like new or year-old one or something. It's kind of like that Trail Hunter one. It's like really sleek. It's like got a very it's very close
they really
to the
tried
body.
to make it look and feel very integrated, because most of the people buying them aren't interested in having this weird thing hanging off the side of the fucking car.
No, it's really for
They wanted a discovery.
it's for all of us fourth and fifth owners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
this one
we
had the high mount intake. All right.
So with interesting enough, with no snorkel at all, the Wrangler JL Rubicon Extreme 35 package is a 34-inch depth for wading depth before you get water.
It's a fun story about that. I pulled that 34-inch number completely out of my ass.
Yes.
I know, but that's what I was like. I'm just curious. I was like trying to think
just gonna
of.
put some numbers out there.
I was just trying to think of like, all right, what is
a comparison?
A comparison of a non-snorkeled vehicle or whatever. The one with the snorkel, which is the AEV package, can go up to 37.1. Which doesn't seem like
crazy.
That's
it's not
enough.
Yeah, that's not that much.
Well, it's because
snorkel.
because the snorkel still goes into the airbox. It's just where the airbox inlet is now that couple inches taller, because it's coming from outside the car rather than in the wheel well.
Well, and I wonder if there's not something else also that would be.
That's the main thing, and it's probably not like fully sealed either, so they can't
like where it comes through the fender.
That it's, like you would have to actually seal everything in order for it to truly be a safe water snorkel.
I would venture a guess that we're running into technicalities on some of these,
and I wonder, like,
and lawyer fees,
you're get to a certain point and your fuse box is completely underwater and it's not waterproof also, or your ECU is in the engine bay, or your door seals aren't designed to stop water from the top.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I can take Raw Dog through about 5 feet of water, 4 feet of water, but the entire inside is going to be in the water because my door seals are garbage.
Yep.
Yeah.
But hey, my intake's out of the water. It's okay.
It'll be like when Jock
I'm swimming,
took
but
the Parenti Land Rover across that river, and everything floated out of his Land Rover.
That's so great.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
good.
Next piece of news from Car and Driver, the comparison that none of us asked for is the Honda Passport Trail Sport versus the Subaru Outback Wilderness.
Yes.
Look at them.
Can I tell you which one I like more?
I thought this was an interesting comparison because why? I guess maybe is there not a Forester, whatever you call it, Wilderness? I don't know.
Hell if I know.
Seems like it would be the Forester, but anyways, Trail Sport versus the Outback. Which one do you want, Jesse? What do you think? Who you got here?
Honda.
Yeah,
okay.
I think the Honda's better just because
it says Honda on it. Honestly, that's.
I actually only wanted to share this for this one picture.
Brown interior, kind of like that.
Look at that!
Oh yeah, 3-wheeling.
Oh,
3-wheeling.
It got a wheel lift.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the Honda one. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, good.
Of course.
The Subaru blew a head gasket on the way back from testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crank seal lost.
Yeah,
Lost
needed
itself.
dual spark plugs, so they had to pull the
CVT
motor.
transmission went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The band just stretched, so it's always in neutral. Yeah.
I'm not the
Forever
big
neutral.
like.
That's why it's wheel
I thi-
lifting, though.
Yeah.
It got stuck
Yeah.
in neutral.
I think I've been quoted many times on this. I'm not the biggest Subaru as an appliance hater at all, but God, that thing is ugly. That Outback, the new one, is like, maybe it'll grow on me because I like boxy cars, but it just looks so awkward.
I've had some WRXs and things in the past, and so I know
Not
that
appliances; those suck.
who I am.
Those just plain.
But I
suck,
still
yeah.
don't like
Not
Subaru
even
as
good
a
as an
thing.
appliance.
I think
Yeah.
as a company, like Rally Heritage, there's some great stuff with Subaru. I just like,
Yeah.
I'm not super excited about them otherwise.
I have to tag on to your news, Sean, because I saw this.
I
The
saw this
BYD
too.
Shark
Whoa.
outsold the Hilux in Australia.
Wow.
That's
Mhm.
impressive.
Yeah. So
Well, is it doing what so Chinese dirt bikes are coming to the US and they are outselling like Japanese and American and the European bikes by like nuts numbers because they're
it's
almost as good
it's
and
not-
they're half the price.
None of it is huge numbers yet, but initially, so 15,564 private sales in Australia, where the Hilux had
compared to
12,529. So it's not like a huge amount, but also the overall number is not huge yet either.
Right. It's just this
But
year.
it's
so
still
far.
a neck and neck. Like,
Yeah.
That's
God,
But
it's such
how cheap are they? How much?
ooh.
that
the
would be
Shark
nice.
is
BYD
not
does
that
look
cheap.
better.
It's not. I
Competitively
don't think it's-
priced at 57.9 Australian before on-road costs.
Okay.
So your usual drive-away deals, it says, is 55 to 60 range. So roughly in line with or cheaper than the comparable Hilux variants.
Yeah. That's
So I
because
would
that's what
bet
they're
it's
doing.
a tiny bit cheaper.
The dirt bikes, that are coming from China are just they're like really are almost as good and they're literally half the price. They're just eating the lunch of Honda and Yamaha and all that stuff just by volume because they're so cheap.
Yeah. Combined 430 horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque versus the Hilux's 200 horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
I am a fan of these, by the way. I saw that one in
Yeah.
person, and it was as good
the
as I thought it was
more-
going to be.
The more I'm seeing them, the more I'm like getting on board with them. And obviously,
Yeah.
the more that they sell and the longer they're around, the better they're going to get. It's
Yep.
just going to
Mhm.
be more and more competition, which is super cool.
And
So-
BYD is going to be able to sell in Canada. So
Yep, that was the
Yeah.
other thing I was just going to bring up was this one.
Yeah.
That Canada dropped the Chinese EV tariffs. So now BYD is going to be coming into freaking Canada for
Yep.
regular ass prices.
They lose one hockey game and now they start Chinese.
this was before the hockey game.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
lost
this
the
was
hockey
February
game because
4th.
of
This
this.
was- yeah, this
But it
was
was a
before
funny
that.
joke. I get it, Mike.
It was. I liked
I
it.
know.
It was a good try, but
Well, and also, I mean, like, maybe I'm standing alone in this, but BYD is objectively a better looking vehicle than that
then the
Hilux.
Hilux, yeah.
It
Yeah.
100% is, I think.
Wow, that's
That's why I said objectively.
that's surprising from a Toyota guy, though.
Oh,
It's a better looking
hey,
truck.
I play for no team.
Well, I do agree.
I like my old Toyotas. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'll respect something that looks better.
See, look at that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's not bad right there.
I mean, it looks like a small Super Duty.
It
bit.
kind of does.
A little bit.
Yeah. It does have that
I mean,
vibe.
they're just like, hey, can we take a 2022 Ford and make it a little bit smaller?
It has some of that Ranger
Bet we
Super
can.
Duty look.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A little bit.
but
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Somehow
more
I think it does the
boxy.
Ranger better than the Ranger, though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
against it. I don't think that there's anything. I keep watching these reviews of them, and people are like, "Well, it's got a little bit of oh no, well, actually, it worked. Okay, well, it might have some
Yeah.
struggling when you get
It's-
into the.
It just
Oh no, okay.
a lot of the stuff that I've seen with their reviews and whatnot of them is it seems like it's it's a new car manufacturer,
Mhm.
so and it's a totally new platform. Like they're working stuff out. and they're like fixing it as they go. And
I'm sorry.
the
How's the
other thing
long-term
that
I don't mean
I've
to
reliability?
interrupt, but
heard,
I'm
We don't know
pretty sure
yet.
Toyota's
Yeah.
still fixing it
Yeah.
as they
Yeah.
figure it out right
from
now.
from what I've
Twin
turbo
heard,
V6,
like
anybody?
they've already made updates
Mhm.
to them, like, and how they're like how certain things are getting made based off of their customer feedback. Like, so before they've even done a revamp of
Yeah.
the car, they are fixing things that people that are using them are like, hey, if this didn't do X, you'd be way better off and you wouldn't get any complaints about it. And
Well,
and they go and they do it. It's
that's-
like it's like that's what every new car owner would like to have, right?
Yeah. There's another part of so I did a deep dive into the whole Chinese dirt bike thing and the Chinese dual sport thing because I was interested in it, and there was a few videos about it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch all of them. And another one of the things,
All of them?
well, there's like 4, so that's plenty.
Well, there's only 4.
I know.
There's got to be more than 4. You weren't looking hard enough.
Talking about why the Chinese stuff is working so well, though, is because like CF Moto will come out with one bike, and it's a 450, or Kove will come out with one bike, and it's a 450, and then they have an 800 as the other bike, and that's it. And so Yamaha, or let's say Honda has a smaller bike, and they want you to buy that so you can get used to it.
4
And then they have
variants
another
of the
one,
450.
and then they have another one, and then they have another one, and there's a moto version, and then there's a this version and a that version, and they want you to buy them all, kind of, and so they can't step on their own toes. And so you get into like the Transalp, which is their entry-level dual sport that's good for road going. Well, it can't be as good as the Africa Twin at anything, because then you wouldn't buy the Africa Twin.
Right, yeah.
And so these
competition for themselves.
Yeah, the Ibex Moto or the Kove comes out, and they're trying to sell you this bike, and that's it. It's the only one they have in the States at all. So it's going to do everything really good, and it's going to be able to on-road and off-road, because if it can't, you're not going to buy it. And it's going to have this good a suspension and this kind of thing and that kind of thing. And so maybe the same kind of thing with the truck, though, is that truck is the truck they're selling. So it doesn't have to have an F-150 variant that it can't be better than, and it doesn't have to have a Super Duty variant that it can't be better than, or a, keeping in the Ford range, a Maverick variant that it can't be better than. It can just be as good as it can be without cross-battling its own lineup.
Do one thing and do it really goddamn good.
Right, even if it's 11 things.
Yeah, even if jack
Yeah,
of
I
all
mean, I
trades.
think that's a really good point. Yeah, that's probably a benefit of a young auto manufacturer or any manufacturer, because they don't have this like history. It's like your example is perfect, or it's like the Boxster problem, right? When the Boxster came out, like it historically, maybe not when it came out. So like when there's some, as it grew, it essentially got to the point where they ended up just saying, okay, this can't be better than a 911. So it stops here.
Yeah.
Like it's just not, it doesn't stop. The 911 grows as well, right? As far as like its performance, but like they were close with a 4-liter GTS, came in to outperforming GT3s, and then realized that's probably not going to be great for their, they can't sell a cheaper car that's better. So here we are.
Yeah. You're just not bound by that when you don't have a whole bunch of other options.
I was looking at their what models they, like how many models they have, more than I expected, but obviously because they're in China,
BYD's
so
got a ton of cars,
what all they have. But I'm loving some of the names. We've got a Destroyer.
Yeah.
We've got the Han, the Quinn, the Seal. There's a Dolphin. There's a Seagull.
Wow.
There's a Racco.
Hold on.
There's not a Mustang. There's a Datang.
Datang.
There's a Sea Lion.
I like that they really went in on the
Song
animal names.
I like that.
Song Plus, Song Pro, a Tang, a Yuan.
Does everybody know what BYD stands for, or remember that?
Then there's the Shark, the Zia.
Build your dreams.
Build your dreams.
Oh,
M6 E6 D1.
That's sweet.
Isn't that nice?
That's Z9. The Z9's kind of like Porsche looking almost, like bad Porsche. B5, B8, N7, N8L, N9, D9. U7.
Oh, you're naming off a
U8.
lot more than what I was assuming.
Yeah.
here.
U9. U9's their
There
sports car. That thing's kind of cool looking.
There are a lot of cars.
They've got a Bow 5 and 8. They've got a TIE 3, TIE 7.
TIE Fighter?
Man, yeah, that's cool. They got tons of stuff.
Don't forget the Yang Wang line.
And the Yang Wang. Yeah, the Yang Wang line. Well, the Yang Wang line is the U7, U8, and U9.
Those are the ones
Got it. Okay.
that got,
I just
isn't that Grindhard did a full series on one of their tiny cars?
You were thinking of the Chang Li, which is not a BYD. That's not a BYD product.
Darn. All right. Going places you can't even walk.
There you go. Thank you.
That's their tagline.
I love it. I love that he just says that all the time. As he's like pushing it up a hill. Going places you can't even walk.
Yeah, it failed on every account. It was so good.
Yeah, check this thing out, man.
I think it's sweet. It's
the
like
U9?
kind of McLaren-y.
Yeah.
Fast. So, unofficially, the fastest production car in the world with a top speed of 496 kilometers an hour.
308 miles an hour.
In the quote extreme with an X, Sean, variant.
Of course. Unofficial is weird. Does that mean it did it one time and didn't confirm it on the way back? Or like,
and they didn't have the camera on because
Nürburgring lap time of 7 minutes and 17.9 seconds.
That's pretty fast.
That's a good one.
Straight line top speed 391.94.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
That's very fast.
Cool. And it's only got 322 horsepower. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, that's the electric motors, providing a total power output of
1,300.
1,287.
I was going to say, I was like, none of those times work.
Wait, hold on.
Now they're liars. It's got a simulated.
It's really light.
It's a simulated test of.
Are you telling me that my LS Swap Suburban could do the Nuremberg in 7 minutes?
Yeah, no, they dropped it out of an airplane, and as it fell towards the earth, it clocked a speed of.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that thing's cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's sweet.
I'm a fan.
Not a fan of the color, but, you know.
I love a good burgundy.
Yeah, it's like a candy color.
That's blue, Sean.
Oh, shoot. I do like blue, actually. So. Like Colin's old truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice blue-gray.
Well, Colin, do you have any of our favorite game for this episode?
For this episode of the Campfire Passport podcast?
You got it, Mike.
Sponsored in part by Win Home Inspection.
That's all right.
Clearly,
we get it every time. I mean, we always
happens eventually.
We always get there at some point. I'm gonna say, since I think it's been the longest since Jesse was here, Jesse can select where we start today.
Ooh. And I do have one myself.
Oh, wow. I've got 4.
I brought more.
I have. Oh, we probably won't get to it, but I've got.
Okay.
I mean, we got time.
Up to 6.
Where do we start?
I don't.
It's
biggest tire size.
We're not even there.
What's that? Where are we going with, Jesse?
Biggest tire size.
Biggest tires. Biggest tires is definitely this one.
I like that.
How are we going to know if Jesse's isn't bigger?
It's a pretty clear-cut choice on what one has the biggest tires. You'll see why as we go.
It's a monster truck. Come on, monster truck. Come on, monster truck.
Well, and my listing is not available anymore.
Oh.
All right, so I've got an 02 Grand Cherokee. Unfortunately, it has the 4.7 in it. So that is a down vote right off the jump. But 3-link
What is that front
Chrysler
axle?
9 1/4 in the front,
What?
Power Tracks locker, full Heim steering box ported for hydro assist.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is that front axle?
Yeah.
And why
I don't
have
know. Look
never-
it up, Sean. I'm reading.
I'm going to look it up.
Alright, sorry.
4-link
Jamie, look
Chevy
up.
14 bolt in the back with a Grizzly locker. It's got the 242 swap in it. 10-inch sub. Gotta have that. 13,500 pound winch. Bring your own wheels and tires. So I guess maybe I should have read further.
that
Sorry,
might be the
Jesse, this
smallest one.
doesn't have the biggest
That's
tires.
the smallest tires.
Yeah,
because it has no tire.
At the moment, it is on 40s in the pictures. Please don't offer dirt bikes, boats, or other built wheelers for trade. I cannot accept them.
He got a
He's
DUI.
Contractually obligated.
Contractually
not
He got a
to.
DUI and
Yeah.
he cannot drive.
So
Oh.
$9,000, but no wheels and
No
tires.
wheels and
So, and it's got the bad engine. So
Well,
tough.
we're
It
going
is-
to pause for a second.
It is red.
I figured out what that axle is.
Yes.
It's the Mega Cab 2003 to 2024 3500 axle. So it's
Okay.
Okay.
I read that as all 2500, 3500 Ram solid front axle, AAM, and Chrysler
Yeah.
9 1/4.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yes, and
So it is a full size axle
Mm-hmm.
to match the rear full size axle. Okay. No.
and they
rear
actually make
bumper.
parts for them. It looks like. Which is
well, and
crazy.
some of the 1500 Mega Cabs apparently.
Oh, I saw.
I was
Yeah, I
just
saw 1500 HD. So yep.
Yeah, I was just looking through and there's more things that it says it goes to as I continue to scroll down. I just didn't do that.
Also,
It's practically a snow wheeler.
33 spline shafts though,
Practically a snow wheeler.
and
It
34
is.
30 chromoly shafts as well.
Narrow front bumper with a big stinger on it.
yeah,
I got my answer. Nope.
Hold on.
I
We got a
think
video. We got an 11-second video.
Well,
Check
yeah.
engine lights on.
Of
ABS lights on.
but it is doing highway speeds. But the
Is
speedo,
it?
it's
The
hard to tell
speedometer.
'cause the
You
speedo
can't
doesn't
tell how
know.
fast
Yeah.
that's going. Speedometer's not going anywhere.
it's on a
the
highway.
deck
So
says
whatever
you're going
highway it's on, it's
62
doing
miles
some
an hour.
speed.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm a no. I don't want. I don't. This is not the aborted Jeep project for me.
Yeah. Why would I want a rig with the wrong V8 and the wrong and no tires and wheels for $9,000?
You got a trailer. You can just drag it on the trailer.
You did forget that it has a 10-inch sub.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
what to
good point.
pound down the snow
Yeah.
as you're going through it?
Bilstein 5100s maybe, looks like.
I'm a no, but I would have thought more about it if it had the better motor. I do like the idea of being a 14 bolt in the rear and that
Yeah.
Dodge big front end.
Well, I mean,
seems
yeah.
cool, and
Yeah.
it's
It's
got some
cool.
good parts.
Tons and links is a good start.
Yeah, it just I don't want to
Yeah.
motor swap something because it has a blown head gasket. He might not know that. He might not be aware
But-
yet, but it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
or a hole in the
I-
cylinder.
By the
or
time
a
you get it
valve
home,
that is not
you know
attached.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Something.
And you already
is-
know
got to
I'm gonna
spend
be-
$5,000 on wheels and tires immediately.
Right.
Not
yeah.
well, not around here. You can find cheap 40s in Super Duty or
But it's not a Super Duty. You have to fight them on 8 on 6.5.
it's even better.
Oh,
Wow.
you just said Super Duty. Sorry, don't correct me.
Well, you can find them on Super Duty wheels very cheap and pretty readily. It depends on how good a quality you want them.
Exactly.
You just have to get
I
wheels.
like good quality.
I prefer nice quality wheels. The tires.
I'm just saying, for $2,500, I bet you could get tires on that thing in 40s, maybe less.
I mean, you could just about buy your Patagonias for that kind of money. I think
Yeah.
you maybe could buy them. Then cheap
and that new
wheels. so
Pat. Hey, sorry to distract, but that new Pat does look nice.
It does look way better.
It's
I'm
not
sure they're going to sell a
atrocious.
metric ton of them.
I really like my Patagonias.
People
Right.
love them. I just think they're ugly. I don't.
I don't
it
know
doesn't.
if
I'm-
you
They're just
at
so
this-
good.
watched it, but I saw Dave's
Mhm.
Dave Chappelle, not the comedian, his
White
thing
Dave.
down at Hammers,
Mhm.
and he's buddies with like the like development head or whatever at Milestar, and he was talking to him, and he actually worked. He like made Falcon what Falcon is.
Yeah.
And then left to work for Milestar, and now he is like heading up how they're going to make Milestar better.
Graham.
Like,
Nice.
So which that's
Yeah.
good signs all
Graham,
around.
Graham with GFAB. So local Graham.
I'm also a no.
I'm a no as well. But Graham was involved in it. He said that they used to send him tires, and he'd run them, and then he'd send them an email, and they'd make changes. And like he's like, I wouldn't run the old ones anymore, but the MTO2s, the ones you buy off the shelf, are better than like the stickies they were getting, the comp style tires, by a long shot. They're not blowing out sidewalls anymore. They're in a much better position. He's like, I run them on all my stuff for snow wheeling, and they keep sending them to him, so he keeps running them, sort of deal. But he's like, they're very receptive. They're very interested in like hearing what you have to say about them, hearing about your failures. You know, even if it's a your fault kind of failure, they're interested in knowing about what they're doing. And then he's been cutting the tires a little differently. So he's going in with a tire groover and like trying different things and then telling them about it. So he has like this outer lug cut that he told me to do, and it's just like one of the rain grooves. You just make it a bit bigger, and it'll air down less but get more contact patch fold over
because it's making it
by a
less
lot.
stiff on this. Right,
and he's like, it's just this one spot that he found that if you do that, it makes a huge difference. And so he's like, I sent that into him, and they're gonna see what they can do about making that work better. And yes.
Yeah. Wait, what? Like, we have to have a conversation about this?
Yeah.
This
Move on.
Where we're going.
Yep.
Next rig.
So this is a 94 Ford Bronco in forestry green with a white top.
I'm already hard. You don't have to keep going.
Sold, by the way.
65,000 miles. Newer motor with 135,000, so 30,000 less miles.
Is it really a manual transmission?
New clutch, new brakes, new tires, new carpet kit, new rear panels redone in tan vinyl. Relays for the back window replaced. Works flawlessly. Sat undercover for 12 years. No rust. God. Paint's almost perfect. 2 small quarter-size dents in the back bumper, or back bumper. Does not leak. Top has never been off.
Oh my God. This is a future classic.
It's perfect.
I hope whoever buys this either does one of two things. And one of them is do whatever they want. The other one is sits on it because this is a gold mine.
Yeah, you just you can daily it if you want to, but like I wouldn't.
So clean.
Just leave it as is.
Yeah.
Maybe like refurb the steering wheel, do like old man resto stuff to it, and just drive it.
Bring the front up just a touch because it's probably sagging a little. Bring the left side up a little bit because it's sagging a little.
It doesn't get any better.
No, it's perfect.
It's got the early tailgate on it too.
And it's
so for our listening audience,
green.
Forest Service green 94 Bronco.
It's
like,
perfect.
This is
so clean.
It just doesn't get a lot better than that.
Yeah. And we were all instantly yeses.
Yeah. Immediately. So. First picture was
I don't remember what I was talking about when it came up. I don't remember where in the moment it was.
It's got. I'll also mention it's got the smoothie front bumper, the ventless front bumper, which is super cool. Like those are hard to find.
And what, aluminum 16s, just like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Some center lines.
God damn.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing does have a broken vent.
Oh,
I don't care.
I
don't know. I guess maybe I don't want it.
Broken vent.
Yeah, there's no way to get any of those or
it's got a
recreate.
sweet stereo. That's a period correct CD player. Right there.
Pioneer.
Absolutely is.
It's not even a flip down.
It does the weird like wave things as you.
I was gonna say
music.
It's not nice enough to have the dolphins.
So. No, not the dolphins. No way.
Not quite.
You just have like the dots, or the little bars that go up and down.
It's a forestry rig. They had to get the modest stereo in there.
Yes,
so
they still paid government prices for it, so it was
also,
$2,000.
You'll notice it was a stripped base model.
Yeah,
it's got the half door card,
which is cool.
Which super cool.
I want to see the color of this awesome rig I'm in from inside.
Yeah.
I've wanted a Forest Service green vehicle of some kind forever. And I've never been able to make it happen. In all the vehicles that I've owned, not a single one. But man, if I ever paint something, whatever needs to be painted first, whether it's the Miata or the Jeep, something's going to be Forest Service green. I don't care.
Well, the interior of mine is still Forest Service green.
I know.
And I will never
And
change
it's
that.
cool.
Yep, that's good. That's good. I like that. All right, the next green vehicle I've got is a 2000 Nissan Xterra with an E.
Used to be a Terra.
What?
So 4x4 lifted on 33-inch tires, great off-road, great on gas, drives great, very cool with a K, little truck, clean title, nice stereo, wired for sub, and amp, tow package, and off-road lights. 4K or best offer or trades. So we're talking dark green, and the rear cargo area has been cut out.
Yep.
And there's a truck bed toolbox sitting in
Taking
there.
the whole thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Functionally less good. And then the good gas mileage and then those giant red lights on top don't really match.
And
that
no
thing
bumper.
whistles.
Well, you got to have your spotties.
I bet that thing whistles like a harmonica going down the road.
And red suspension parts on the front too.
Yeah, that's
that's funny. He put those lights up there. He's got the factory rack, but he took the
cargo box
like
thing.
wind deflector that's on the factory rack out.
Well, because the lights weren't loud enough by themselves, he had to
needed to make more noise.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
bad. Looks like they chopped the rear hatch to make the rear window there.
No.
That doesn't look good at all.
No.
Come on,
But there's probably no close-ups of that, right?
Colin, you know you're a no on this. Don't.
I mean,
come on
I mean, the guy tried.
It looks like there's like a tarp wrapped around the corner.
That's literally words.
It looks like
I'm never
pants.
gonna
If you
hear
can
out
zoom
of your
in
mouth.
on that crease there in the back of the tailgate, that looks like pants.
A little bit, yeah. Yep.
Okay, we got the interior here. You know, it's
There
fairly
is
clean looking.
exactly zero part of me that wants this.
There's never.
Yeah, congratulations. You took care of a pile of shit.
Hey,
Nope.
Come on.
I don't think so.
This poor Nissan Xterra lover.
He doesn't love it enough to keep it.
Doesn't have a back seat.
Pulled the back seats out.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a pass-through.
Oh, maybe. I might be in then.
Pass-through. I had no pictures.
Don't get me wrong. I love an Xterra.
Look at that throttle body.
I said yes to the purple one.
Yeah. Red, it matches the lights.
So that's a
parts.
V6, so it's a VQ. So it doesn't sound good either.
Are those VQs?
I see no redeeming qualities other than the fact that it's green, I suppose, if I'm trying to find a
green,
silver lining.
Good dark green color.
And it looks shiny in the rain, but I bet you it's faded. I bet you know where every bit of clear coat isn't.
It's got ugly Pro Comp wheels. Ooh, look at he's got the race pedals in there.
Ooh.
Gotta have those.
The ones with the clampies on the back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that way you don't get 100% throttle anymore because they clamp around the back and fasten.
Well, that's okay because they're slow no matter how much throttle you give them. That's the bright side there.
I bet it's straight piped and it sounds awful.
It doesn't say anything about exhaust. It's got the side step still on
But he spelled cool with a K.
Yeah.
And he's got...
How else would you spell it?
I guarantee you this guy owns a Sawzall looking at the back of that truck. So there is no exhaust. It is straight piped.
No,
the cats are gone.
Professionally done. What do you mean?
The cats are gone. So is the muffler.
One side's better than the other.
Why are you defending this thing, Colin? Like, I'm so confused.
I'm just making an argument for it. I'm not saying
you've been
I'd buy it
defending
because
this
I
thing.
wouldn't. I'm just,
All right.
But come on, don't be so mean to it. Like, what the fuck?
You guys shut it down so quickly. That's my, come on. You shut it down almost as quickly as you said yes to the Bronco.
I think
Well, yeah. I mean,
I think they're opposites on the spectrum.
Opposites on the spectrum. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's my small tire selection. smallest tire selection. I've got a supercharged rear-wheel drive Toyota 4Runner, 16,000. It's a 97 clean title, 3.4 supercharged with a Magnuson, which was brand new, $4,300 alone. Two-wheel drive Tacoma frame swap in 2001, or maybe the frame is 2001. Rebuilt 5-speed R150 by TNT Transmissions. Sprung puck clutch, 8.4 rear axle with a Grizzly locker and 358s. Belltech lowering kit. That's right. You heard me right. Lowering kit. C-notched frame. Vented front rotors. Frenched in leaf spring hangers. Doubled in deck. Belltech shocks. DNJ ball joint flip. 16x8 MST rims. Brand new 40 series tires. See, told you they're small. 40 series.
It's on 40s.
It's on. Yeah, it's on. This
Toyota
is the other
40s.
40. Yeah. New 2000 style taillights, LED headlights, full exhaust, MagnaFlow. Front windows tinted. Just got it done. Fresh frame off build. Needs power steering hoses hooked up. AC recharged. 16K. Don't like it. Build one.
So hold on.
I love combative
frame was
so
off.
much.
So full frame off build, not body off, just frame off build.
That's
Right.
like a common thing people say.
AC lines.
Well, you know.
I like.
I mean, it looks like decent work. Honestly, like that notch looks good.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on the whole thing. I think that
It needs some help in the wheel and tire department.
Yeah, they're not quite big enough for the wheel wells.
Yes. Sorry, man. 16s aren't it for this.
It's also just an odd thing to see a 4Runner like.
It's like a lowered
low
XJ.
like that.
You know, there's some guys
kind
that
of
do
plays with your mind a little bit.
two-wheel drive
Well,
lowered XJs.
You've seen them, same with an XJ, yeah. But you've seen them like bagged with big wheels, and it works.
Yes.
This is odd.
Yeah, it needs more wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There it is, stock.
Wasn't a looker then, that's for sure.
But,
that's
also,
intriguing.
Why did you build the
spiked
whole
lugs.
thing and then put it up for sale, brand new build? What's wrong with it?
He just doesn't like it.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He built
Well, he needs
something.
the
I
power
bet he
steering.
built this. He wanted a drift car and thought it'd be cool to build a drift truck, and then found out pretty quick that it sucks, and he should have built a car.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. It's not.
Probably.
Is it a manual?
It is.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's an R150.
And it's got the worst clutch for a street driver.
It's no for me, dog. If I want an SUV this low, I want a CRV.
See,
okay,
like that's my thing.
Fine.
Like
that's fair.
I'd go the
love
other
to see,
way.
like a CRV
I'm going
built
bigger.
like this.
Yeah, I'd go bigger. I'd want a Tahoe on like
Tahoe.
24s.
Yeah, Tahoe
maybe-
Escalade.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the tire
not
size
this.
that's screwing it up for
Yeah.
me, because like I
That's-
could see the wheel and tires on a CRV and be like, okay, cool. Like you're not so long, you're a little bit shorter.
well, and it's
but-
got smaller wheel wells in general.
Yeah,
It needs
so it would look more
18s or 20s
proportionate.
at least, this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That would do
starting
it a lot
point
of
is
favors.
18 on this for sure.
I think for less than 16 grand, I could buy a 2010 Tahoe,
Shit.
lower it on bags. Sean's got to go. His moped's on fire.
I gotta go.
Well,
All right. Love you
bye,
guys. Bye.
Sean.
Bye,
Love
Sean.
you.
Yeah, I would build a Tahoe for less money and have a V8 sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm close, but I'm a no. It's right there. It doesn't help that I'm not a Toyota person to begin with.
Yeah.
So
But there's just better options. There's so many
Yeah.
better things you could do that would be
I'm going to be uncomfortable driving it.
because the
And
seats, your
because
legs
of the
are
way the
still
seat-
straight. Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna feel like you're really low.
Yeah.
But
It's got the seating
You're gonna
position of
feel
my
lower than
Miata.
your Audi.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I probably sit like
More
more
comfortably.
proud in the Audi than this, even though the Audi is definitely lower than this.
Yeah.
Not to say this isn't low, like it's
Oh,
for a
it's fucking
4Runner,
low.
that's fucking dumped.
Well, and I bet you take those side steps off, and it's not.
With the side steps off, it's
Those-
definitely it wouldn't look as low.
But I bet the frame's down low. I bet all that stuff's good. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
I hate those
this
steps.
this is the kind of low, like when I see SUVs that are lowered. This is I love it because it's the kind of low that can look really good, but is not going to be a detriment to your driving whatsoever.
Yep. Yeah.
Like you're not worried about entries, you're not worried
Nope.
about speed bumps, like nothing. Like nothing ever is going to touch, but it's low enough that it looks cool because it shouldn't be down.
I told Haley, Haley's like, I really need shocks for the Tahoe. And I was like, you bet. You just wait. And like, you bet. We're going to get you some shocks for the Tahoe. And she goes, you're not going to lower it, right? And I said, well, I was going to lower it.
I think we're going to lower it, yeah.
Yeah. And she goes,
a little bit.
But, you know, I don't want it to be like the Miata going around scraping it. And I was like, no, not even close. Not even a similar thing at all. You're going to be higher up than a stock Honda Civic and still look great on 20s.
Yeah.
Like that's, don't worry about a thing. It'll be easier to get in and out of. You'll still be great in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry about it.
Still wouldn't worry about it, yeah. Jesse, do you want to do yours?
No, it won't bring up the listing anymore.
Oh.
It says it's gone.
Okay,
So
well,
don't worry. The tires were bigger. They were. It was. So I'll just say what it was.
No, don't say it. No, you're gonna have to bring it up later.
No, I can't because the
listing
is gone.
Oh, the listing actually doesn't.
So
work.
that means somebody.
Yeah, the listing has been deleted. Like I cannot see it.
That is a scam boy move. That's when people are like selling things that they don't feel confident in. They'll delete the listing instead of marking it sold.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, I've never deleted a listing. I've always just marked it sold.
Just mark it sold, because if you delete the listing, you're not that you can't contact that person anymore. All the contacts are gone. You have to find out who it was. You have to friend them for them to respond to you. Otherwise, they won't. I've had somebody do that to me, and it turned out it wasn't a scam. It was just an old guy in that one. But it was like, you fucking with me? Like, you did you sell me some shit?
No, I just don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, it turns out he was like, hey, you were going to reach back out about the title. And I was like, yeah, I've been trying. And he goes, oh, I didn't get anything. And I was like,
why didn't you call me?
Yeah,
classic old guy move. Just call me.
Yeah. He had the title and the extra key that he said he did. It was all fine. But it was like, shit. It was when I traded the Jeep for the Jeep.
The Jeep for the Jeep.
Yeah.
Jeep for a Jeep.
So what was it, Jesse? Give us the rundown.
It was a third gen Toyota on Dana 60 front, Corporate 14 rear, 44s, 4-lane front and rear.
Toyota what though?
Fourth gen Toyota. Sorry, pickup.
Okay.
Tacoma, not a pickup.
Like, is it a 4Runner? Because they're vastly different.
So that's
the 4Runner's got a different set of generations.
It was like my white
your
one.
Black one.
Yeah.
Oh,
white
like
one.
your white one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, it was like my white one, but it
Tons,
was
44s,
gray, tons, hydro, 4-link, front rear, 44s. It was
what cab?
Nice.
4-door crew cab.
Yeah.
I'm a maybe actually.
It was honestly, I was like, oh shit, I wish Steve would let me do this. Steve, can you make some more money, please?
Was it the 3.5 or the?
Yeah, the 3.5.
3.5.
But it had the Marlin Crawler dual key case with a manual transmission.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would honestly, and this is going to be me being old about this. I would probably have preferred the 10-speed auto. I don't know if they're strong enough to be useful in that situation.
They didn't have a 10-speed auto in that.
Wasn't the last few last few years of that generation 10-speed?
I don't believe so. They didn't move to the 10-speed until they went to that 4th gen.
So was it 8-speed then in the last few?
One. No, there wasn't even an 8-speed.
6.
Yeah.
I really feel like
the
Colorados
rates,
were. But
yeah. But that 3rd gen Tacoma did not have anything better than a 6-speed.
Yeah, I don't remember
And
them
that
having
was
more
one of
than
their
that.
big problems.
But I also wasn't a huge follower of them. I'm ruining
But
my
it
algorithm. I searched Tacoma just to see if I could pull it up, see if I could randomly like scroll across it, but I'm not
No, you're right.
seeing one.
Noted things that come up. The 6-speed AC60 unit was known to be reliable, but had a gear hunting behavior to the point where some people thought it had more gears than it did.
Because it kept shifting.
It just shifted all over the place, whether you like it or not.